Okay, I wanted to go over e-learning so that you had a better understanding of how our online e-learning platform works. So let's get back here to Course Home. I'm logged in as a student, so it should look something similar to this when you first log in to the course. And what I typically do is I go to Content. And when you go to Content, you should be able to see all the stuff that I've put on for this course, including the syllabus, the course introduction video, the link to it, the syllabus where you could always download it or access it in case you lose a copy of it. Here will be this explanation once I record it and upload it. And then where you're going to focus most of your attention on is going to be right here, which is where your sessions are. You'll notice that there are 7 sessions, and that corresponds with the 7 weeks of this course. So if you click on session 1, it'll open up and you'll notice that there's 0 of 3 topics to complete. Now, I've already told you that if you happen not to get the book in by the 3rd and you're unable to do the session 1 assignment, that's fine. Just get it in before the 10th. But for the rest of the class, you need to make sure you get things in on time so that you don't have points deducted. But anyway, so here you will notice that where these little bubbles are, these are your discussion postings. Now, there's happens to be 2 for session 1, but typically there's only 1 discussion posting for each session. And the first one is just where you introduce yourself. And the second one is actually a question that's somewhat related to what we're going to be talking about in this particular chapter. So if you click on discussion 1, you'll notice that it asks you a question here, right? Or it prompts you to do something. And so you're going to click Start a New Thread. And when you start a new thread, you're going to, type it, and then you're going to type a title to it, and then you're going to type your response, and then you're going to post it. Now, one of the things that I'm going to want you to do is not only post your discussion, but also view what other people have said, and then rate those. And when it comes to the rating, let's go to communications and discussions, see if anything comes up. Well, obviously I can't do it right now, but you will be able to click on this and click on discussion 1, and you can read everybody else's responses. And then I want you to give those responses a rating of 0 to 5, I believe is what it goes to, stars. And that's just to kind of get an idea of, one, it encourages you to read the other discussions, but also it kind of shows me what you have commonalities, which people you have commonalities with, what stuff do you agree with, what comments do you not agree with. The one thing that you need to understand about these discussion postings is that everyone in the class can see these. So whereas the session 1 assignments and the projects, only I read those. I don't share that information with anyone else. The discussion postings are open for anyone in the class to view. So I'm going to go back here to content. So you've got 2 discussions. One is to introduce yourself, and the other one's actually related to the content within Chapter 1. And then the Session 1 assignment, the way this works is that you have the questions that you need to answer right here. So you can copy these, put them in a Word document, and then answer right underneath them, or you can just answer them. You don't have to copy the questions. I just need to see that you completed the questions, and I need to be able to read those. And so you're gonna want to do this in a Word document, and then when you're ready to submit it, you click on Session 1 assignment, and you'll also notice here's the questions once again, so it's another way to access them. But when you're done answering the questions, you're going to save your Word document to your computer, and then you're going to click Upload. And when you click Upload, it'll bring up, and you'll have to find where you stored your answers, and then you're going to open it and then upload it. Okay, so it's a pretty simple process, but I wanted to show you how you're going to submit your Session 1 assignments. I'm going to back out to the table of contents and scroll down. The other important part of this course, other than the session assignments that you do weekly, and that includes your discussion board postings, are going to be right here, and that is your projects. So you'll notice the video assignments, it's due on the 10th, so you're going to want to get started on that as soon as possible. When you click on the video assignment, you'll find a link to that video assignment, the directions for the video assignment, and then you'll find a Dropbox. And the Dropbox for the video assignment works just like the Dropbox for the sessions assignment, where you're going to save it to your computer, and then you're going to upload that file so that I can view it and grade it. Go back to the table of contents. So I just want to show you that, right? And then up here, there is assessments. And if you click the drop-down menu for assessments, you will find that that is where you can find your grades. And if you click on grades, there are all, and so it'll look like this for you, but then as I begin to grade assignments, you'll see them come in here, right? Okay, so let's go back. One other thing, just to show you again, to find the discussions, you go to discussions, right? So I just want to show you that again. So I'm here at the drop-down menus up here above. So let me go back to content. Okay, so that should get you pretty much started with e-learning. One other thing I will say, that with online classes, if you've never taken them before, it's very easy to get behind because I'm not going to hound you each week if you don't turn something in. I typically allow you to turn stuff in up to a week late, but when it hits late, then you usually are going to be deducted 50% of what you could have earned if you turned it in on time. That the one exception is your session 1 because some of you may not be able to get the book in time to complete session 1, so you can turn it in along with your session 2 on the 10th. The other thing that I've already mentioned in the syllabus, but I'll mention again, as you can see, this is fairly self-paced. So while you can definitely get behind, there's no such thing as getting too far ahead. So if you know you're going to be gone for a week or so and you aren't going to have access to the internet, just work ahead, okay? So there's no real excuse to get behind in this particular course. Let's see, the only other thing I was going to mention, yes, if you have any problems uploading assignments or you have problems accessing e-learning, there's no need to get a hold of me. I don't have control of the technical aspect of this course, so I can't go into the software and change something. The individuals that can help you do that are actually the folks at the help desk for extended university programs and e-learning, okay? So, I suggest you click on this help link, and if you have technical problems, if you have problems with the course itself, as far as maybe you're unclear on directions on what to do, that's when you contact me. But if it's a technical issue with logging on or submission of your assignments, that's something that you would contact eLearning about. I really look forward to working with you guys in this course, and if you have any questions, email or call me.